Most people don't even know they should have a mentor or are shy to ask someone to be their mentor, or they don't know where to find a mentor. I was very lucky to get introduced to mentorship when I was in my early 20s, and my life has never been the same. The key benefit about having a mentor is that you don't have to experience everything on your own, since trial and error will take a very, very long time, and having mentors can expedite the whole process. But how to find these mentors? And today I gotta share with you 3 tips to make it happen. Mentors are people who have already accomplished what you are trying to accomplish in the future. The important things you need to consider is that mentors, all of them, they have their own shortcomings too. No one is perfect. In all these years, I still could not find one mentor who has got it all figured out. That's why I encourage people to have more than one mentor, because the perfect person doesn't even exist. The guy who is good at finance may fail at their personal relationship. The one who is very good with his relationship may not be doing great in business. And the one who is great in business may be suffering from poor health. We're all missing it in some areas, right? That is the main reason people always have difficulty in finding a mentor, because they're looking for an ideal individual who possesses all the best qualities in life and career. And that brings us to our first point. Tip number 1 is to look for mentors who are great at your strength. People often look for mentors to work on their weaknesses, but I personally look for mentors to work on my strength. That's because if I get mentorship in my weaknesses, I might end up becoming an average person in that area. But you will always accelerate and have the potential to become extraordinary by working and getting mentorship on your strength. You might be wondering, what about our weaknesses? For that, perhaps you need a trainer or some form of education where they can help you to build your foundation. Mentors usually aren't great at teaching the basic stuff, and often they will refer you to read some books and attend some training. Remember, you don't have to become great at everything, because you will never be. Life wouldn't give us the opportunity to learn it all and become great in every field. Just pick your lane and get really focused on it. Tip number 2 is to find for real mentors. In my journey of finding mentors, I found tons of for fake mentors. These are the guys who are also lost even in areas where they claim they are the best. This is where you get to put your probing skills into action. You need to know what they are thinking about certain areas. For example, if you want to learn about happiness and how to live a great life from someone who you believe is happy and living a great life, you've got to ask them the questions like this. What is your definition of a great life? Or how do you define happiness? Or what is your advice to someone who wants to be happy? And whatever the answer is, follow it up by asking, how did you reach to this answer? The point is, you must understand their philosophy and find out if it matches yours, whether it's for real and there is a depth to that wisdom. I found that many people have done significant work in their life, but such work lacks depth and context. But here's the key. You can learn from those individuals, but not for a long period of time. They're only suitable for a certain stages of our life. You might only need to download their wisdom and just move on. Otherwise, they might become a roadblock when it comes to finding better people. The tip number 3 is that mentorship doesn't have to be in person. The fastest way to look for mentors is to look around you among your family, friends, and colleagues and see who has achieved in their life and career things that you always wanted to achieve in yours, and approach them to be your mentor. Or If you don't want to scare them, just ask whether they can guide you through this process. While face-to-face mentorship is always the best, there are times when we might not be able to connect to a certain individual. On these occasions, I will just go to Google and look for books in those specific area. Just get curious about the authors to know how he or she got there, or just go to YouTube and look for people who master those areas. You would be surprised to know it's almost impossible to find areas that no one ever thought about it. Those authors and speakers can indirectly help you like a mentor. I will also do another video where I will show you how exactly I deal with my in-person mentors for all these years. So to summarize it, tip number 1 is to look for mentors who are great at your strength. Tip number 2 is to find for real mentors. And tip number 3 is that mentorship doesn't have to be in person. A truly great mentor is hard to find, difficult to part with, and impossible to forget. If you enjoyed this video, give this video a like below and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on our new videos. Drop us a comment below if you have any questions or suggestions for new topics that you would like to see.